Hey guys, what's going on? Jeb here, and in today's video, we have some very important technical analysis to do on Bitcoin because in today's video, we need to talk about an hourly chart expanding wedge on Bitcoin, and I want to show you the technicals that indicate that Bitcoin may be about to actually have a break to the downside. Guys, we've been talking for the last several weeks about how, yes, it's a very bullish thing that Bitcoin is broken out. Yes, the PayPal news is a very good thing for Bitcoin, and yes, we do believe that the future of Bitcoin is very bright. However, we do need to consolidate. We do need to lock in gains, and in today's video, that's what we're going to be discussing, because in today's video, I want to show you a level of support that looks like it might break and an indicator that calls for lower price action. We're going to be talking about all of that and more in today's video, but before we do, I want to mention there's a promotion going on over on Bybit. If you use our link in the description down below, then you can come over here to Bybit, go Promotions, Rewards Hub, and type in the voucher code right here. That voucher code is WIN500, and if you have an account on Bybit under me, then you will be entered to win $500 over on Bybit. We have a lot to get into in today's video, so without much further ado, guys, let's go ahead and dive right on into it. By the way, guys, before we get started, I do want to mention that we've just started a giveaway over on Instagram. You should follow us on Instagram at CryptoGem and go check that out. But anyway, what we need to talk about in today's video is some shorter-term technical analysis on Bitcoin, because as you guys are probably familiar with already, Bitcoin is in a broadening or a widening ascending trading channel where the trend lines, the upwards trending level of resistance and the upwards trending level of support are getting farther apart. So let's take a look at that. Guys, there is absolutely no doubt or debate that the last 6 months on Bitcoin have been remarkably bullish. In fact, if we take a measurement from the bottom to the top, Bitcoin has rallied 260% in just 230 days. 1% a day. That sounds like a Ponzi scheme from late 2017. Tell me in the comment section down below if you know what I'm talking about. Nevertheless, in that rally, Bitcoin has rallied all the way up to the horizontal level at $13,700. And as you can see, if you just kind of squint and turn your head sideways, Bitcoin has sort of broken it on a wick that we pushed above back on Spooky Day, Halloween. Bitcoin broke that level on a candle wick. The problem is Bitcoin didn't actually break it. And if we zoom in here onto the hourly chart, what we will see is that Bitcoin is in a broadening trading channel. This is a trading channel where the level of resistance and the level of support are getting farther apart. The distance between these two levels is different than the distance between these. These, unfortunately, do have a slightly higher chance of breaking to the downside than the upside, but that's not really what I'm interested in here, because at the end of the day, statistical analysis on trading channels has not really served me very well in my trading career, but I will tell you what has served me pretty well. And it's the MACD, it's head and shoulders patterns, and it's a level of resistance, and we see all three of those things. Number one, Bitcoin is still below $13,800, whatever you want to call this high back over here in late June 2019. Bitcoin has not breached it, and that is a powerful level of resistance. Good news is we have massive VPVR support beneath us, but at the same time, if Bitcoin can't break out, we very well may have to put it to the test. But it's not just that, guys. When you zoom into the hourly chart, we also see something forming, which to me looks an awfully lot like a head and shoulders pattern. Notice how many times we have tested this support level. We're talking once, twice, 3 times, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times in the last 2.5 weeks. Bitcoin's hitting its head on major resistance levels. We have a head and shoulders pattern, and the coup de grace, or as one of my friends from high school would say, the coup de grace, is out on the daily chart with the MACD. As you can see, MACD looks like it's about to cross bearish, you see. The MACD line and the signal line have been converging for the last week and a half, and it looks like they may be about to cross relatively soon. Also, guys, don't forget, we have lower lows on the RSI. RSI is down at 72 right now, which even though, yes, it being in a downtrend is a bearish thing, it being overextended is also a bearish thing. Now, on the other hand, what we see here is a good example of what we would call hidden bullish divergence on Bitcoin. We have a higher lows on the chart, and we actually have lower lows on the RSI. One thing that's very interesting about the RSI is that not only do we have lower lows, though, we also see a consolidation pattern right here with no clear flagpole. You can't really argue which direction this is supposed to break out. But nevertheless, we are likely to see some kind of breakout of the RSI in the next several days. So while, yes, the hidden bullish RSI divergence on the daily chart is the full name of that, is, as the name implies, a bullish thing for Bitcoin, the rest of the technical indicators, including the MACD, the convergence of the MACD, the histogram of the MACD, the ascending wedge, the head and shoulders pattern, the flat level of resistance that's been in effect for, I don't know, a year and a half at around $13,800, the declining volume as well, and the fact that we just had a major rally that started from a news event, namely PayPal, that has now come to its conclusion, implies to me that the next few days and the next few weeks are not likely to be remarkably bullish. That being said, I need to add a major caveat and a big ol' asterisk here. I need to say something, and that is Bitcoin's in a bull market. All of the technical analysis points bearish. Not all of it, I shouldn't say that, but a lot of it does. And by pointing bearish, I really mean it points bearish to this point. Let me show you, because I want to be clear with my price targets. It actually points bearish to around $13,000. So it's not a very bearish event that we're seeing here. It's almost like we're seeing a little bit of bearish technical analysis in a much larger bullish fundamental and technical uptrend showing up on the weekly and the monthly. The point here is the exact same point that I've been making for the last 2 weeks, and the point that I try to make because it's contrary to what everyone else says whenever Bitcoin goes into a big rally like this. And it's to be careful, because as I've told you guys many times before, the key to success in Bitcoin is your understanding of the space. It is your wisdom about the market, and it is your experience. In my experience, one thing that I see happen quite a lot is that when Bitcoin is making big gains, people that don't know what they're doing, unfortunately, are making big losses. We saw that happen at the end of 2019, and we saw that happen at the end of 2017 as well when Bitcoin hit 20K. There was a lot of money to be made in 2017, but unfortunately, a lot of people lost a lot of money, and a lot more than just money, when Bitcoin hit 20K because they didn't have the wisdom to understand what to do in those situations. The point I'm making here, I suppose, is that when Bitcoin is in a large rally, look for a pullback. Not a massive one. I don't see Bitcoin pulling back more than $1,000 because I see $12,000 to $13,000 holding, and it's very possible that the technical analysis is wrong. I'm not even really making a call in this video. I'm just enlightening you to what the TA says, because the TA does call for a pullback. The fundamentals call for a rally. And at the end of the day, sometimes in trading and in investing and in charting specifically, you are going to find technicals that disagree with each other. It is up to you to figure out which one is accurate. So I've given you both sides of the argument. I've given you the argument, as I've been making for a long time, that the fundamentals are resoundingly bullish and they're calling for a 20K Bitcoin in the next 12 months. However, I've also just shown you the bearish technicals on the daily chart, the hourly chart, and the 4-hourly chart. So what I want you to do now is I want you to take what I've just said. I want you to go on and do more charting on your own, more research on the fundamentals on your own, watch some more of the videos here on the channel, shameless self-promotion, to figure out more about what's going on in the space, and then use that to make your own conclusion. See, guys, this is something that people do quite a lot. They come to YouTube looking for the answers. That's a problem, because when you come to YouTube looking for the answers, you'll find them. And that's a problem. The reason that's a problem is because you're finding someone else's answer. You're not finding your own, which means you have no ownership of the outcome of your trade if you're trading based off of what someone else says. And if you have no ownership of the trade that you are making, then you have no methodology by which you can improve upon your craft. My father always told me, Jeb, I have it right here. Jeb, the boss lady. See if that'll focus. It's not gonna focus. It's not gonna focus. Focus. It wouldn't focus. There we go. Jeb, boss lady. Damn it, the facial recognition on Canons is too good. Anyway, he always said, Jeb, never let someone else do your thinking for you. And that is incredible advice, because the last thing I ever want you to do coming to this channel is to let me do your thinking for you. I don't want you coming to this channel, learning about the technical analysis, and then trading based off of what you think I would want you to do. For example, today's election day. I have 6 employees. I've told every single one of them, if you need to leave work to go vote, because people fought and died for that right to vote. Go vote. I have no care in the world what they vote for. That is none of my business. In the same way, I don't want to tell you whether or not you should vote bullish or vote bearish, but I do want you to vote, and I want you to vote with your trade in understanding of why you're making that vote. That trade. I want you to trade. I want you to trade informed, but it's not my business which trade you make. So please don't come to this channel expecting me to tell you how you should trade, because that is not my job. My job is to give you information so you can make that decision upon yourself. However, I think I've made my point there. Tell me in the comment section down below if you guys appreciate those little wisdom bites or whatever we want to call them, because I think they're very important. I think it's very important for people not only to understand the charting and the technical analysis in Bitcoin, but I think it's extremely important for you guys to understand mindset. And that's why I talked about mindset as my final question with Peter Saddington in our Crypto and Coffee live stream that we did a little over a week ago. Subscribe to the channel to see more of those. They will be coming again in the future. Anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap it for this video. Before I go, I do want to mention that we've just started a new sale on the Cryptocurrency Technical Analysis Academy, and that sale is November 2020. Guys, understanding how these markets work is of the utmost importance. Bitcoin, whether it goes up or down in the next 7 days, is almost certainly going to go up in a big way in the next 6 to 12 months, and you will miss out on that. Listen to me, guys. You will miss out on that rally if you don't understand how these markets work. It's unfortunate, but it's a fact. To the knowledgeable go the spoils, and if you don't have the knowledge, you will not get the spoils. You must invest in your education, whether you do it with me or someone else. For your sake, guys, I want you to invest in your education about technical technical analysis, fundamental analysis, charting, trading, and mindset. Those 5 things are huge. Those are the pillars upon which your success in cryptocurrency will be built. And guys, that is why we created the Cryptocurrency Technical Analysis Academy, so that you guys would have one place that you could go and learn technical analysis. CT2A has helped thousands of people expedite their journey along the process of self-development, education, and profitability as the ultimate goal in cryptocurrency. And if you want to be one of them, all you have to do is sign up with the link in the description down below. Use coupon code November 2020 to get $40 off at checkout. Guys, we do have a full 14-day money-back refund guarantee. And yes, we do accept Bitcoin payments if you are interested in paying with what I consider to be the most revolutionary currency since gold was discovered. Guys, I really appreciate all of you who watch until the end of the video. At the end of the day, CT2A is a product, and at the end of the day, yes, even though I think you should invest in your education with me or anyone else, it is a sales pitch. So thank you so much for listening through it. I tripped over my words there for a little bit. Guys, I want you to know that that money doesn't go into my pocket. It goes into running this office and everything that we're doing here. We have some huge plans coming, guys. I was location scouting yesterday. I'm going to leave it at that, but we have some awesome things coming for you guys very, very soon. Takes time. It's not easy, but it's worth it, because at the end of the day, guys, I just want to wrap out with one thing, and that is I want you guys to know that I do read the comments, and I do read the emails. We have someone on customer service now that's answering the emails when it's just like, hey, how do I do this? Like, we have someone that helps us with that. Taylor, fantastic. She's amazing. But I do read them, even if I'm not the one responding to them all the time, and we get some very heartfelt emails. I remember I got one email about a year and a half ago of someone that was telling me that, and by the way, I'm not saying this as a plug. I'm just telling you the story. This person said that they had watched our YouTube videos and they had gone through CT2A and they had learned so much about trading that they had managed to move themselves from abject extreme poverty. And if any of you guys have ever been poor, you know exactly everything that entails. And they used what they had learned about cryptocurrency to make a little bit of money, pay those bills, and help their father and their brother. And they cited me as the first video they'd ever seen in cryptocurrency. And guys, that's the entire reason I started this channel, was because when I had 7 subs, I could see that happening in the future, because it happened to me. Some of these crypto YouTubers that I watched early on that aren't really names anymore, and that I don't even agree with on most things anymore, a couple of them being Crypto Nick and Trayvon James, I wouldn't say I agree with them on hardly anything nowadays, now that I actually know things. The point is, they got me into the space. And I'm not saying this to pat myself on the back. I'm saying it because the thing that makes me so excited to sit down and make these videos is that I get to make an impact on the world in the same way that the world had an impact on me. Because I was also that kid that was just trying to help his father by learning how to make some money in cryptocurrency. And at the end of the day, cryptocurrency is a method to make money, but it's more than that too, because it's a methodology by which we can institute social change and help people that are in need. So guys, I encourage you, go out and spread the gospel of Bitcoin. Tell people about how awesome it is that this is the first time in human history that we have a currency that cannot be hyperinflated. Tell them that it cannot be centralized and controlled by a central authority that does not have your best interest in mind. Tell them the stories that you know personally of people's entire lives being changed when they discovered Bitcoin, when they discovered self-development, and when they discovered that there's more to life. It really is just, this whole space is very cool to me, guys, and I just wanted to share that here at the end of the video. Some great things are coming. I appreciate you guys being patient with us over the last 2.5 months. I hear what you guys say about the Bitcoin sign. It's sitting right over there, by the way. We're trying to figure out how to match the frequency and everything so it can appear on camera. It's going to be going right there, so don't worry. That's coming back. I just want you guys to know that even though I may seem a little bit more distant over the last couple of months, and quite honestly, I am, it's not because I'm not interested in YouTube. It's because I'm working my tail off to make sure this works to the best, so that we can deliver you guys the best content. I am so incredibly excited about it. Anyway, poor Zach, our new editor, he's trying to edit this video right now, and he wants me to shut up so that he can finally get it out by 2 o'clock. Not gonna happen. Sorry, Zach. Anyway, guys, that is going to wrap it out for today's video. Before I go, though, I do just first want to thank each and every single last one of you for watching, as always, and I will see you guys, hit that like button, in the next video. Peace.